I can't hear you.
Appropriate.
Hello, everyone. I'm Phalanges.
And I'm glass pilled. Send help.
And welcome to the MouseCast podcast for the week of Friday, June 27th. This week we're talking about. Wait, what did I have here? Oh, yeah. Unpopular opinion. Just solder in new switches.
Nah. We'll also cover some setups, both of our setup picks and then other people from the Discord server.
Yeah, so subscribe. We do this every week, every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. New podcast episode. Discord, link in the description below. Shout out to every one of you lovely people out there who have joined this past week for reasons we don't know why, but thank you. And Daz, what's your favorite MouseCast segment, straw poll, and what's on your desk right now? Holy crap.
What's in the poll?
Okay,
News,
so
credit recap first.
I guess I'm gonna put this in the description and y'all vote along with us. What's your favorite topic? Well, shoot, by us voting, we're skewing the results, but um I don't okay, what's your favorite?
Probably personal ramblings.
I think so
That's my
too.
favorite part of every podcast I listen to.
Yeah, okay. I think I like news. The Reddit recap could be like its own show, but I feel like it's the most superficial out of all of these.
Anyway, I've got a Uwiden X23, Uweden X23 Pro here, the gradient orange, yellow,
Weed in the
orange and
garden.
black. I can't talk. 3311, $35 mouse. You can get it cheaper probably. And then I messed around with my first ever ULX ASU, and it's got a custom scroll wheel for whatever reason.
Yeah,
So
from a Starlight almost.
I'm not sure.
Yeah. I glossified my X23. Um Yeah, okay, so I'll say if I have to pick one, I'm gonna say personal ramblings. That's the most fun. On my
Oh, shoot.
desk.
I have this horrible looking pad
Oh,
that's really nice to use though.
can you sit back? Love and Power hung hung on Overthink.
It's
2000
just
years
like
later.
AI generated random text, so a skeleton taking a shit. I don't know. The back is interesting. The base is,
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, there was a Darmo Shark pad that somebody posted to our deals chat in Discord. Or no. Uh what's his face? Shoal Doge, whatever however he says his name. Yeah.
Shoulders, you know.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Shoal Doge. Shout
Purpose of
out.
this pad is interesting. It's like a nylon spandex combination. Feels like a pillow almost with the soft base. Yeah.
And how do you say the brand name?
I don't know.
Oh,
It's like overpower, but with the W and without the R.
owepowe.
I need to look it up. I have
Oh,
those here too. I'll be
to me,
testing.
to me, it sounds like Native American, the Owepowe tribe.
Oh, interesting. Huh, who knows?
And then on my desk, I have the what is X-Lite V3 ES? Pretty cool looking mouse. Does it actually perform well? And pulling instability. And my Trova Balance X because I had a this was a rant that I'll get to later, but I do have a new 4114 Aero Chrome V2. I got one of these and it has tracking issues. I'll talk more about that later. So, our first topic is well, first of all, this poll will be in the description below. Please vote if you are interested. Flickfire, old news, right? Fortnite Pro npen released a mouse. The new news comes from a comment from last week's MouseCast from Steve Val, who found. Remember how we were
Frequent
saying this
commenter.
looks like? Wait. Well, wait? You said first of all, this was posted to the Fortnite competitive subreddit,
Which I subscribe to. Yes.
and as someone who's tested over 100 mice, says Daz Trzak, and regularly reviews them, it's mid at best. There's better options, $50 to $70. Stay away. VXE, ATK, InCot, many other options. If you,
Comically, having never touched the mouse before.
I
Yes.
know. Did he really design this, or is it a paid shill? It's almost undoubtedly an OEM shell painted orange with poorly tweaked specs. Maybe. Well, we don't have to wonder any further because Steve Vol from last week found it. At least this is another. We don't know the factory or whatever, but here it is. The WG903 by Signo Esports Vorkin. This is the mouse though.
Oh, working.
Vorkin. Yeah. Notice how they have renders instead of real photos because the renders look a lot better. Ultralight branding on the side actually looks kind of nice. So, yep, scroll wheel rubber's the same. Yep, we got the side.
Buttons protrude the same. Nah.
Yeah.
Did I picture the bottom of this one? That'd be too. That would just be. Oh no. Oh no. Nail in the coffin. Same
Yeah.
sticker.
How are the skates? They crop the skates out of this one because they know they're crap. Oh man, I don't want to like roast it because we haven't tried it, so it's not fair. But dude,
What could they have customized? Because like I saw a short or like a TikTok of him talking to other pros, like talking how they've like worked on this so hard for so long to get it perfected, and I just like it's so cringe and just this is not.
I know the comments on Twitter and stuff are like, "Oh my gosh, it's an amazing mouse. It feels so good. I'm playing amazingly." And it's like,
Yeah, for people who made a 502 until they saw that mouse, sure.
yeah, even a GPX is a better buy, dude. Get a GPX one.
Yeah. Wait for the
Uh,
GPX2 to drop to like 110, get it renewed. I don't know.
yeah. All right. We have a price
Looking.
tag. So, do you want to guess how? So, Flickfire, guys, the Flickfire, is $120.
So Boardsy said it struck him as a $60 to $70 AliExpress mouse, and I think he gave it too much credit. I think it's $45.
Okay, you think it's a $45 mouse, and they're asking 120. I have the price in whatever this currency is from Shopee, and it is this to USD.
Oh, look at that.
1400 Thai baht equals $45 USD. Look at that.
Uh,
On the money.
yeah, that's pretty sad.
And they're
Or impressive. I don't know
and
what it is.
Flickfire is asking 120. 120.
I
So
feel
you know
justified. Every comment I've made.
the like Alibaba price is probably around $20.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's pretty bad. So in that comment about is it just a shill? Yes. Yeah. I hope the npen has like done some sort of validation, but as an outsider looking in, just like your comment said, why is this why is this being accepted? Okay, headphone users, I'm gonna open a Billy link and they never audio correct. We're going on to our next topic. Okay, here we go. I can do this here. This is a new release from MCHOSE. Okay, we're gonna have to do like volume level 2. So the L7 we all know and love. AimAdapt really was positive on his. I love mine. So
Really
much that
good.
I actually ordered a blue one to replace my white. They released the MCHOSE 7 L7 Plus, which they are not showing off here.
Which is not confusing at all.
Oh, here we go.
At all.
I know Plus, and it's like it's another tier. L7 and L7 Plus. You can see it's bigger, higher hump, further back. Let's go to AliExpress for some better pictures here. Daz, look at that, an early bird deal. We should buy one.
We didn't do that before the stream.
So you get the nice pink colorway, a little bit heavier because it's bigger. They call it middle hand versus small hand. Yeah, so there's the bigger hump.
It's crazy how the bigger hump looks like it pushed it back, like you were saying. Like this is,
Doesn't it? X2H.
and then you saw the tapering X2H Sora V2 almost. Yeah,
So yeah, if you guys don't know, the MCHOSE L7 is an X2 mini or X2 size 1 clone. Flat sides, small mouse, really crispy Omron optical clicks, good build quality, black skates, but they're smooth, super lightweight at like 39, 40 grams. It's like regarded as like one of the banger mice, under $50. So now the bigger version, you get like more of a hump, and I actually want to scroll down before we go to the specs because it's still talking about shape. Oh yeah, they're still saying 39 grams. Where was it? It was far down.
what a spec sheet, dear lord. There
I
it is.
know. There we go. So here we can see the side by side of. I should exit my gaming apps. Yeah, Steam Summer Sale. Talk about that. See the size. They have bigger skates. Look at the side taper from the bottom. I love it when they have a bottom shot like this because you can see how much taper there is. More tapering. I like that. So going back up to the specs. Unfortunate naming, like you said. Pro Plus and the Ultra Plus. So the Plus in this case, remember the Zowie FK1 and FK1 Plus? That was bigger. Just call it
Yeah,
FK0.
and
I
then
don't
they
know.
have like all the 8K mice have like the A9 Plus and
Pro
the A9
Max.
Pro, and
Yeah,
now we have a 7 Pro Plus. Stop.
I know. Stop. So the difference between the Ultra Sensor 3950, and you get a bigger battery, 500 milliamp hour. Okay. Otherwise, it's all the
Longer
same.
battery. Oh, and this mouse has bigger foot pads than the
Yeah.
L7 had.
Foot stickers. I love calling them foot stickers. It sounds like a translation error.
There you go.
Yeah, looks good. Well, Daz and I both picked up one, so you guys already know our opinion on it.
Actually, super notable that they're not black PTFE. That's actually a huge departure for MCHOSE and my least favorite part of all their mice.
Yeah, which is like you're really having to nitpick on something. Otherwise than that, maybe the
It
side
is.
buttons aren't quite super spammable, but they still
No.
work well. I don't know. I hope they do like an ATK and they include extra skates, like a second set of like different color or whatever. I legitimately would spend like a few more bucks for them to throw those in the box.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, let's move on to the next topic, which is another mouse release. This one from INPHIC. This is actually kind of cool. I actually picked one up. And then it went on sale later on for $17 cheaper, so rip me. INPHIC INX. So INPHIC has the Gundam mice. Daz reviewed one, and it was your review. I remember trying it at your house, the IN06.
Yeah, you were impressed. Yeah.
Shockingly good, just heavy, right?
Yep. That one had green shell white dots, I think.
Is this the best budget wireless?
For those of you wondering, I attempted to get a review unit from them, and they're not marketing it yet. They're not promoting it.
The INX, that is.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Yeah, so this was just a beefy, like, G Pro wireless GPX. I remember being
Pretty much. It was slightly different in shape, but yeah.
And I noticed these on the bottom too. You could kind of feel these indents. But this doesn't have that. This is back to a pretty safe shape. So it's a little bit smaller too. And they got the weight down finally. I should have led with that. 39 grams for the small battery version. Something about the clicks looks aesthetic to me. I don't know. 48
Looks like
bucks.
wings almost.
Yeah, reminds me of like,
It adds to the Gundam look, I'm not gonna lie.
it does.
I leaned into it. It's on my short title. Yeah.
It's a cool name. 48 bucks. It went down early bird for 31. So rip me, I didn't get that. But 39 grams, 230 or 500 milliamp hour battery, 3395, customized gaming chip KP950B. So this isn't I'm not familiar with this, and I couldn't find any other mice rocking this except for INPHIC mice. But
And there was no roll sensor problem on mine, on 1K for the previous mouse, so I didn't get to test on 8K.
So this one has a nano receiver 8K. Don't know if that's any good. Omron mechanical 100 million clicks, which a lot of people are like loving in Discord.
I don't know why.
I agree. They're good switches, but to me, they're like, they don't feel any different from the Omron 20Ms that Logitech has been using since like 2006. So,
like if I could live my life and never use another 100 million Omron mechanical, I'd be happy.
yeah,
I might be in the minority.
yeah, you're gonna get roasted in our own Discord.
My mind just associates them with the R5 Ultra, and I despise that mouse's existence. So.
Yeah. The foot stickers on this look cheap and thin. That is not a good picture. They do not look rounded, but we'll see. And I don't know. I'm here for one. Oh, the dimensions. Where were the dimensions? I think I put that on the post. Yeah, 119 by 62 by 39. So this puts it kind of between a Final Mouse small and medium, and it's a mid hump. So I'm in for one. I'll talk about it on the podcast at some point.
Yeah, I definitely want to try it, but I'm not going to buy it.
I don't know why. I just get a good vibe about this coming from. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on.
For what it's worth, their marketing guy responded to me in like 5 minutes, so that's impressive.
Nice. Good on him.
Usually it's like 5 hours,
Especially with time zone differences.
Oh my god, the flex in this ULX. What are we doing? I need to like glue it. Anyway.
Attack Shark.
I can just press the bottom.
Oh, you can even just tap it and you hear it?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see like the gap here. It's just like, you can't really, but I can just press it.
Oh, that's bad.
Dude. Oh, you can see it moving right there? Yeah.
That's bad.
Not good. Not good.
Speaking of maybe a bad mouse, I don't. You know what? Let's hear your take, Daz. Can you announce this topic?
I'm so sick of Attack Shark. What did I say? Like it's like just a patently absurd level of disregard for mouse name copying too. Like they took the MCHOSE G3 and now it's the Attack Shark G3. After ATK took the U2, like which is getting out of hand.
What's the play? It's just that they're trying to search.
The play is definitely don't put a coating on your mouse with Attack Shark, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I will roast them to no end,
So
even though they make decent mice sometimes.
so we have here ultralight 59 plus or minus 3 grams. I looked it up. The MCHOSE G3 is 64 grams, so this is pretty much the same weight class as the MCHOSE.
Don't put the word ultralight by a 60-gram mouse.
I know.
Anyway,
1000 hertz tri-mode connectivity, so they're going budget again with this, okay? They're not going 1000 hertz polling. They're going to probably be targeting that $30 G305 price point. AI
yeah,
powered
this is
cloud
not
drive.
targeted to us.
Huh?
AI powered?
Pro grade tactility, dual front layer feet pads, Logitech grade. Oh no! No! Daz, come back! They has Logitech grade foot pads.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I don't
And I make Burger King level food at home.
I don't I don't have as much disdain for Attack Shark as you do. It is a shame that they just straight up copy. This is rather distasteful. I do like their X11. Here's a glossified one in a very nice magenta that I did.
GPX skates aren't good.
Yeah, they're not good. I don't know why they chose
It's
that.
not bad.
What about the sensor? 25,000 DPI. So I know the
It's like a
3311.
3395 missing a chromosome.
Maybe. I hope so because the 3311 is like 12,000 DPI, but sometimes you see them doubled up to 24,000. I don't know if that's just a multiplier. I don't know. That chip just gives it tri mode, so I don't know. I'm not gonna. If one comes to Vine, are you getting one?
Yeah, I'll smash it in a short. Call it cracking an egg open. I don't know.
That's a good bit. I like it. Um, okay, weird thing. They're magenta, very vibrant, highly recommended. Better in person than on camera. Even.
Attack Shark's not as bad as I made them out to sound.
Yeah. Next mouse. Talking about bad mice. HyperX Saga Pro. This is
This just
old
looks
news.
bad.
This is actually old news. This came out in like earlier this year, but it popped up on Amazon for me, so I was like, sure, let's talk about it, I guess.
The
70
surface appears offensive to my hand.
It does, doesn't it? Chalky.
It looks like a worse version of old razor coating, or like razor
It does.
plasticky. Yeah.
$120 for it has a 3395 because it's 26K sensor, 72 grams, my dude. Does have 4K hertz polling, but where did I put? Oh yeah, but you get the privilege of using Ingenuity, dude. If you haven't used Ingenuity, it is by far the worst. It's not a program; it's a Windows Store app, and it's literally a virus. It's terrible. Optical switches. They have their own optical switches, which I think these are, looking at the dust-proof nipple, these have got to be TTCs.
Hmm.
And yeah, okay, you can 3D print files for different things, and I don't know, is it magnetic? I don't know. But there's the bottom. What's going on with the skates? We don't really know. And
What am I looking at, dude? I don't even. Somebody like drew the skates in paint.
who buys this? I'm not trying to be
Hopefully
negative.
nobody.
I'm like, so
I'm very negative tonight.
$120 is enthusiast tier, right? That's where you're getting into
My
like,
ex
MyX, yeah, you're
hit stand with a dongle and some skates.
yeah. So
Correct.
they're not; those people aren't buying this at 72 grams. So the people buying this are the ones at like Walmart or Best Buy. I feel like
This will hit the Walmart clearance for $40. That's
it
what people
will
buy.
because people are just gonna pick
Yeah.
up a G305. They're gonna be like, "Why do I
Yeah.
want this?" Yeah. All right.
In fact, I've frequently seen HyperX mice in the clearance section at Walmart when I occasionally go there.
Next topic.
And why am I still getting emails about buying it? Sorry.
Yeah. I have another poll here. I guess this is the poll stream. How is Scyrox pronounced? Scyrox.
I've been saying Scyrox because I think Boardsy and everybody else said it, but I mean, logically, it should be Scyrox. So
Okay, wait. Why? I have so my
if it was
take
said
is,
like an American English word, but is it American English?
right.
Debatable. So
So yeah, I vote with Scyrox. But Scyrox. Why do people and why do you say that's logical?
Cyrox?
SC? SC?
It's just like it's like Scyther.
Scyther, no scything. So I did that exact thing for this topic. What words in English begin
Cylinder?
with
there's an S there.
So we have scythed,
Scything.
scything, Scyphozoa, marine jellyfish,
Oh,
Siphus, ancient type of drinking cup, Scytail. Let's make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly. So
no,
guys,
it's Skytail. I'm out.
Skytail. Oh no, they're saying this is
Skittily.
skittily.
What
Okay.
language though?
Yeah, that is. What do they say? It's ancient, so it's. What do they say? Egyptian, ancient Greek. Okay. But maybe it's supposed to be like a Greek word. I don't know. Guys, vote in the poll. Link in the description. How should Scyrox be pronounced? Okay. That was a dumb topic. I'm sorry.
It's funny though. I don't know. I liked it.
Okay.
Stupid.
Now for not a dumb topic. This is a very serious one. Red yummy, but also $140. Yucky. Pulsar TenZ signature red edition. This was teased a while back. TenZ actually said before the mouse was even released that he wanted to do a red colorway or something, I think is what he said. So this is already a mouse that we all know and love. Dad, I'm surprised you haven't. Well, I'm not surprised you haven't picked one up yet because they're not cheap. But
I've tried to get cheaper ones, but yeah.
You would like the shape, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd love it. Yeah.
Yeah. Transparent red bottom is sharp. All right. I'm glad they did red on the side of the scroll wheel. That looks nice. Price tag's high though. It's $10 more than the normal TenZ, and they said this is limited to 5,000 units. So knowing Pulsar, don't crap yourself rushing to add to cart right now because they're probably going to be doing more colorways. Does TenZ have to approve of all colorways though? I don't know. So here's a funny thing. I saw a link, or this was posted here by One of Zero. It's got 236 upvotes. Pulsar and TenZ launch event. What a blast. What a crazy weekend. From the team at One of Zero and Pulsar, we wanted to thank everyone who came out to the Red Bull Gaming Studio in Toronto this weekend to partake at the launch party. It was so much fun. Valorant community, meet and greet, special thanks, to chat about product in our booth, killer insight, and development of future products. Pick it up. 5 boxes have been signed by TenZ himself, so if you scoop a copy from us, take an extra look at the box. Cool.
See, this is how you do a collab mouse. This is how you put your name.
Yeah. This how wholesome is it? So the question
Yeah.
I had here, Daz, is you're a reviewer. Would you go to a launch event?
For a mouse?
Yeah.
No. Not unless it was close to my house.
Okay. Let's ignore the logistics side of it. Let's say it's basically, or it's even virtual. I don't know, virtual is kind of lame. Let's say it's at your house. It's at a reasonable time. You have the availability in your schedule. I know, just suspend your imagination.
Kind of fairy tale land you live it in. Yes.
Would
you
go?
Why not? It'd be fun to talk to people of a similar mindset. Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'd make you tag along.
Oh, dude, I would so go. I would so go in a heartbeat. I
went to like all of like game like midnight releases for Xbox games. Like I've been to BlizzCon. Like that's sort of my alley. Yeah.
Yeah. This looks like fun. I'd be a little bit.
It'd be awkward as hell for me, but yeah.
It's gonna be awkward because it's a bunch of nerds, you know.
Only because social awkwardness.
But at the same time, I mean, these are people who like. I think we talked about the other day how many thousands of hours we spent in FPS. Like, it's a part of our lives to an extent, you know.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah, I just DM'd Sky or Scyrox and asked them how to pronounce it. We'll
thank you. I actually meant to message you, but I was like, no way are we going to have this ready for this week. So another funny thing, somebody commented on this on the launch of this, and they were like, lol, and TenZ is colorblind. He's red-green colorblind, and he made a red mouse. And I was like, no way, really? Rip. Look at this. They even made his eyes have like the fog.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I wanted to skip to. This is a really good video. Y'all should go check this out from, what is this YouTube channel? I don't know, but you can see the link here, Valorant Competitive subreddit. He has red-green color blindness, and here we get some story time.
You would never know unless you went to an optometrist and were tested. TenZ has a funny story about this.
There's a few instances in my life where I guess I was kind of like What's going on here? One was when I was really young, and I kind of heard this from my mom, but we were like shopping for pencil boxes, because that's what you do when you're in elementary school, you get a pencil box. And I went up to like a hot pink one, and I said, Mom, I want the blue one. And I was like holding it, and like, she's like, what? That's like pink. And then I guess like the other moments was me going to the optometrist finally and getting like glasses for my first time. I think it was like grade 5. And it's like that chart, or not chart, but it's like this test that you do where there's like a number hidden in between all the bubbles.
I don't see fucking anything. I'll say nothing because it is nothing.
And you have to guess, or not guess. Well, for me, it's guessing. But you have to like see the number, and I can never tell what number it is. It's like impossible for me.
So for those of you guys who don't know,
Over here.
Color blindness, there's different types. So color blindness is a Y chromosome linked genetic defect. So that's why it predominantly affects men and a lot fewer females. I forget the exact numbers. I heard it's for men, it's 1 in 20. This video says, this video says 1 in 12. That's just crazy. I mean, how many male people do you know in your life?
Like your high school class.
Yeah. 1 of 12 is insane. That's like 8% or whatever. So,
Let's take a quick second to see if you actually are colorblind.
Pretty wild. They go over here what his Valorant looks like. Yeah. So he says it smokes in Valorant.
You can imagine how this would
this is going back and forth what his versus others look like. Because he plays with a yellow tint to enemies because he can't tell the difference between friendly and enemy otherwise.
And
apparently the smokes in this game the enemies have a slight red tint and he can't see that at all.
Green or yellow crosshair because it'll quite literally blend
So
for me. So that's why
I just thought that was interesting. I know, so I design, for my job, I design like industrial equipment, and sometimes you'll have something called like a stack light. And this will tell you like if a machine is broken or not. And you'll see there's red, yellow, green, and they're different positions. So with RGB LEDs, people are like, oh, save money, just make one. But you need the position to change. Same reason why traffic lights are also positional and not just a single light with different colors. And then the last thing I had here was there are 2 other Pulsar updates. We already talked about the PRX stuff, but this is officially for sale. I didn't realize that they made a crazy light. I'm just waiting on the X2H crazy light. But yes, they made a crazy light, and same goes for the T1. They have, this is interesting, they have the T1 crazy light in both red and this black. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
And then I think the scroll wheel says like together we win or something. All right, next thing, blitz through this. We're 27 minutes in. Zero Blade official release is slated on July 26th. I don't have anything to say. This is the Zero Mouse Optimum Tech thing. We don't have any other info. This isn't a video I can click. We'll talk about it later. Next topic is a couple new colorways from WLMOUSE. They had DRG. Wait, what? Is it gone? Oh, what? WLMOUSE DRG colors beast. Bummer. Okay, well, they had DRG, if I can find it. WLMOUSE DRG. There we go. Found it. There you go. So this esports team. I rather like this. That kind of greenish teal. This one's fun too.
Yeah.
Solid. They're not over the top.
That was a good colorways.
And they have a new scroll wheel rubber thing that looks like rocks or something on it. I don't know. Lightning bolts. Cool. Next thing, that's just a small thing. Rapoo VT3 new colorways. Oh yeah, I saw this on AliExpress too. This is cool. I wasn't a fan of any of these. Actually, no, I lied. I am a fan of these. These are kind of cool. I like this one. But that price tag, no thanks. I don't like graphics on the back. Just change the button color. Yeah. But I do like to see new colors. Here's another bit of news. Oh, I guess I have to log in. Okay, I also don't know if that's confidential, so I won't talk about that. But I will just say that ASUS ROG DM'd me asking for input to a new mouse, and the questions were primarily around MMOs.
If it's lightweight, that could change the world.
Huawei Starleap Mouse GT Esports version Neuralink mice. Okay, anyway, this is old news. This was apparently released like 10 months ago, but we don't get Huawei stuff here in the US, and I do think it's like kind of a nice shape. It's like a low profile GPX, huh? Mid hump.
I've lost your stream. Oh, it's back.
Oh,
Sorry.
hello. Um, okay, we're still recording. Good. Yeah, skate placement looks terrible. I don't know how heavy it is, but it does have a 3950, 59 grams, and it's big, 126 by 62 by 40. So it's a pretty big mouse. So I don't know, $100. I am sure as heck not interested,
No.
but it does have Neuralink, and Huawei made a mouse, and the shape is like kind of, I don't know, the metallic is cool. Looks like a normal old HP Office mouse. And last bit of news, I actually don't even have a link here for it, but the OP1 8K V2 is out. Did we already talk about this? It's just a
Yeah, we
39,
did.
okay, it's just a 3950 update. And there is a new firmware 1.25 that improves middle mouse button detection and unlocks the frame rate of the sensor to 20,500. 20,500. That's what the 3950 can do. So get ready for 20K hertz polling mice. Okay. Oh my gosh, we have so much news. That was just mice. Now we're going into pad news. Look at this.
I'm gonna die tomorrow.
I know. Artisan has distributors now. South America, Chile, Germany, Czech Republic, Australia,
United
Thailand.
States.
No USA.
We suck.
So the discussion questions here are you for or against distributors? Like, why not just buy from Artisan directly? They would give you
Oh, I
a
love
better
it.
price, right?
Especially when you're in Japan.
Yeah.
I just don't want to deal, and their website kind of stinks.
So
I like buying things through Lethal Gaming Gear and like supporting them, for example, because they're a great company in and of themselves. Lethal.dg. Yeah.
I agree with that. I think it really depends on the product. So I had the example here of car dealerships. I would rather just buy from the manufacturer. I feel like I'm educated enough that I don't need
That's
to be,
fair.
I don't need to have my hand held through a decision making process. I don't want a salesperson pressuring me. I don't want to talk about I can get my own financing. Um, the dealership is just going to take their, 5-8% markup, whatever. And I would rather just pocket that and do the work myself.
Yeah.
Gaming mice, it's a bit different because there are companies like Artisan who just don't really want to ship, like set up good international shipping. So they'd rather work with distributors. That's fine. Same thing goes for, I mean, this is just how mice and pads are all made in China. So, yeah, there's economies of scale that you can actually be gained through having distributors here in the US. That's my take. Which brands need better distribution networks other than Artisan? Oh, dude, like
X-ray pad.
yeah, X-ray pad too. They're a manufacturer, and still they. But I mean, Max Gaming.
Lethal has some of their stuff. Max Gaming has some of their stuff.
I'll go on Max Gaming every now and then, and I forget.
Like
I hope I
sorry.
got the URL right.
I bought that like Zebra AI art pad, and I had to go straight from X-ray Pad's site. Paid way too much for it.
Yeah. Max Gaming is like a good website. I hear bad things about them, but
These ULX.
I know.
Just DM the guy back about I have not confirmed the trade yet.
I don't know. Pulsar is a good example of you can buy directly from them, and I've had a good experience with them. That they also have like crazy distribution though too. Like they're even sold in Micro Center.
I bought an X2H Mini. It was the first mouse I ever bought from like a manufacturer, and it got here in like 3 days from South Korea. I don't even know what they shipped that thing on a rocket ship.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. SpaceX.
I've had other very much slower experiences getting it from Pulsar as well, but they're generally a solid.
Yeah. Okay.
They are made something for me.
I don't know. I guess I don't have a whole lot else to say. Another topic, new pad. WLMOUSE has the Chunhua mouse pad.
Sounds like an ESP Tiger pad.
It does. Thank you. So they say it's going to be available in 3 variations: speed, balance, and control. What?
Why?
Did you
Just name them differently.
I agree.
I'm just gonna keep saying it
And
for the same
speaking of,
person.
and speaking of naming, are English names this confusing for Chinese people?
Chunhua.
Like
Hak Twa.
ESP Tiger, I can't keep their lineup straight at all. At all.
I cannot keep their lineup of tiny mouse pads straight. I know.
Yeah. All right. This is a rapid fire topic.
It's a shit
InfinityMice
post.
has
Ooh.
oh, is this a crap post?
No. I thought
Dazz
you
is
were
like another one to add to my collection. Look at that. It changed their name. I don't like that. I like the old one.
that. Yeah, that looks terrible.
Matcha green looks nice.
It does.
Yep. And this is just a PSA, last bit of mouse pad news. Guys, Stubby FPS has this Google Drive. I don't know where to find it. Join our Discord. I'll DM it to you or something. Bro, what a freaking resource. Did you know that Stubby did this?
I did.
Oh. Why isn't this more public? Why isn't this hosted on
He also
his
has a skate
website?
spreadsheet.
Is it this good? Well, it's a spreadsheet, so I guess it's probably...
It's just like
right.
very general speed. I think it was him. I don't know. I could be lying.
Yeah, we need more pictures of glass pads. We really do. Some of these weaves I recognize. Some of them are wild. The Vance are ice like coated pads. Yeah. Looks like you're looking at like bacteria cultures. Look at the X10 speed. That's an interesting one, huh? Holy moly. Tryptophobia or whatever. Okay, keyboard news. Corsair has the MAKR 75 DIY kit as a wireless 75% keyboard kit with either a knob or you can change it to a screen. And the review that I saw on Linus Tech Tips was where their affiliated channel, whatever it's one of their unboxing channels.
Having fun there.
I am. I don't. Well, dude, this is
That's yeah.
yeah, a bunch 4 different switch types. They're
This is Hall
all
effect.
huh?
This is Hall effect.
No. They are all mechanical. They're all mechanical cherry switches because Corsair has like a something with them.
Oh,
Yeah, so
dude, I
you
picked
do
up a
switch.
mechanical keyboard yesterday with cherry browns, and it felt disgusting. Mechanical switches feel horrible to me now. I always prefer linear. It's weird.
That's fair.
And maybe the cherry switches aren't good. Maybe the keycaps are like, they're double shot PBT though. They should be fine. I don't know.
I don't want to click this because it's gonna ear blast us, but it looks like it's legitimately a good case and all that. But here's the thing. It's a little bit gamery. Here's the thing. How much does it cost?
Probably $200.
Your guess is 200. I already know the price. So.
Customized. Oh, $240.
Okay. So silver or gray? Silver. It's 180. And remember, this is
That's the base price. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want the FR4 plate?
I don't know. The hell is that?
It helps probably with sound. More flexible. Oh, more flexible typing feel. No.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Switches.
Oh no.
Dang, $50. So 35 ain't bad for Cherry branded switches, but I'll use my own. We're gonna do plasma linears. Sure. Double shot keycaps.
Dude, this is highway robbery.
This is. Oh man.
There's no way these keycaps. Okay, the keycap theme is good. I mean, 40 is not outrageous for a keycap set, but
I do like this theme a little bit. But yeah, we'll go with this theme. $40 is bad. Oh, you can get die subs too. They're all kind of cringe. Yeah, imagine paying $40.
I was gonna say it looked like bubblegum. Well done. Yeah.
No.
I don't mind the dreamscape one, I guess. I don't know.
LCD. And let's say we want to make it wireless with.
This is
We'll keep the knob.
absurd.
There you go. $325.
It's gonna be at least $300. If you take out that like switch plate, it's still $300.
Yikes, dude.
Create a bundle. Set your entire wallet on fire. It's dangerous to spend this much money, is what that should say.
Corsair stock price. They're publicly
I used to like
traded.
Corsair a lot.
I know, same. Are they doing well? They're doing okay.
Were they ever doing that? No, long
Look at
term,
their
boy.
IPO'd, and then they've been. Oh, I wonder what happened here around February. All right, well, their market cap is $1 billion. Really? They're a $1 billion company? What's
Apparently.
Annual revenue. I don't want to get too nerdy here. Uh, company's current revenue TTM, I don't know what TTM is, 1.34 billion. 2024, their revenue was 1.31 billion. Wow.
That was
Okay.
1 billion. Only the 5,772nd most value, 77th second fixture website, most valuable company in the world. That's insane.
Yeah, I know, right?
I need more money apparently. Wow.
That's a similar market cap to Razer, roughly. Which, dude, Corsair to me is still, they're more diversified. Well, are they more diversified than Razer? Maybe
Not than Razer. No, they look the same.
Yeah. Well, Corsair doesn't make laptops.
I have PC
Ra-
fans.
Right.
Corsair is like PC components. Yeah.
Yeah, memory, and they even do like cases.
Yep.
I don't know. Corsair is, it's okay. It used to be cooler.
Yep.
Okay, that's it for keyboards. I don't even want to go over the Steam summer sale is happening. So this video is an
It's where
obligatory.
Gaben steals your money. Yeah.
Yeah. And what else here? Viscose tension management. I don't really want to talk about. I'll just skip to the good part. Close up your wallet.
Wow.
And it's the Steam Summer Sale, 4K gaming, Valve, Gabe Newell. Where's the? Oh, I like this one. Alright. It's such a funny video. It's 11 years old,
Really good.
and I still watch it like every year. I don't even have anything picked out. Do you have anything to say about the Steam Summer Sale?
I'm staying away.
Okay. Oh, I
If
didn't
I buy
even
one, I'll
check.
buy 10.
I hope we don't get copyright strike for that. Oh well.
We should let with this topic. It's hot.
Yeah, this is a hot
Team
topic.
Redshift
So this is kind of getting out of the news and into. I'm gonna put on the Reddit recap banner. Okay, sure. This has probably been
very
posted to
skilled
Reddit.
Rocket League
I'm not gonna go
freestyler and-
through Viscose's video here because you guys need to go watch it. But basically, Shimmy, if you haven't heard of him, he is a aim training guy and an aim coach. He's like supposedly a very good player. Like I think he's like Astra or Nova complete. He did even paid
We-
coaching.
We thought.
Viscose and a bunch of so he was exposed for cheating not that long ago on like June 6th.
2 years
earlier
ago
this
in
month.
Rocket League. It's
So yeah,
the start of it.
he did like clip editing in Rocket League. Is that what it was?
I think it's what. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Because I know there are cheats in Rocket League, but I don't know if he used any of those. So in June, like June 6th, so a few weeks ago, Team EXE, the team that he was on, kicked him out for cheating. He was using a soft aimbot in Call of Duty. And people were like shocked because I mean, look at this guy. He's like really good. Well, this is Viscose here. And yeah, her video here, you guys just gotta go watch it. They go over was this clip actually that I think I talked about. Yeah, this clip from Battlefield 5. This is Shimmy here. And basically when he flicks to people, the like flick is normal. It's fast, it's decent, but then he does this weird lock onto the belt line that she'll show here. No reason to do that, and he was doing that consistently with people. This clip Enders actually reacted to like a month ago and was like, "Yeah, I think he's cheating." But I'm not really part of the Aimer community, so I'm not trying to stir up any drama. But this looks a little sus to me. Yep, there's a lock
Oh yeah.
to the belt. So
It's just lazy, like putting this out. And
he did an apology video or write-up thing, being like, you know, being an aim coach and being an aim trainer and like going into game because he was like primarily an aim trainer guy, then going into FPS games and he had these all these expectations that he would just crush lobbies. But that's the thing, you don't really, you know, there's Overwatch pros who would be like Voltaic Platinum, like me, but they're so good at the game in other regards. So it didn't translate. He felt a lot of pressure and he decided to cheat. So, I mean, yeah, you're a piece of garbage. There's no two ways getting around that to cheat in an online multiplayer game. It's just setting a bad name for the community and stuff. And in the apology video, he does, I mean, some people do kind of give him some support, Viscose says, over that. Like, you know, I don't want to say, no, if support's the right word, but at least giving him somewhat of a pass for at least owning up to it and whatnot. And in the apology, he says, but I never cheated in aim trainers. And this video,
Which is
that
a weird
Viscose
thing to
has,
say in an apology.
yeah,
More of an
which is like,
explanation than an apology.
well, it's like his main game, so I get why he said it, but the thing is, he was cheating in aim trainers. You guys
Yeah.
got to go watch the Viscose video. Viscose and another one of her buddies did a whole bunch of sleuthing and basically found through that they would like cheat on the times. Because when you upload to try to get your rank in Voltaic or whatever, you have to upload a clip and it has to have these timestamps on it and all these things. And basically, he was slowing down the game. And they caught this
10%.
through, yeah,
Yeah.
they caught this. So instead of a run being, I don't want to get too much into it because you guys should go watch the Viscose video, but he was cheating in aim trainers. And so Viscose called him out for it in this video. And I don't know, I haven't kept up with the drama or whatever, but it's all over Twitter. It's all over Reddit, probably. It's all over like FPS aim r/FPS aim trainer. Daz, you have any thoughts or things to say?
Yeah, this guy's a piece of shit. I hope he never makes a single dollar on anything like this again. Like, it's just the repeated offenses and the lying about it over and over again.
Yeah.
For notoriety, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not like as bad as assaulting someone, I guess. But as far as this goes, it's pretty terrible.
Yeah, there's the time.
Is it a crime?
Increase.
I mean, he was clearly still good, very good. Like, probably still could have done aim coaching without being Astro because he was already like GM.
That's the weird part. He was good enough. If Viscose says he was GM complete, bro,
That's
good
crazy.
enough.
Still,
That's
yeah.
crazy. Bro, like, seriously, the majority of pros in like most games are probably around Grandmaster level. Seriously. Grandmaster is like top 1% of aim trainers, which is, if you're already in an aim trainer, you're already going to be way better than everyone in a public lobby. So
Diamond's like top 10%. Like,
yeah, yeah,
of aimers, which is the top whatever percent of gamers. So
gamers and aimers. So
yeah,
yeah, my take echo. Yeah, I hope he never makes another dollar in terms of like coaching or whatever. I have never cheated in an online FPS game. I never would cheat in online games. Part of it is, maybe I'll say the quiet part out loud here, Daz. I think it would be an easy wormhole to get sucked into.
probably.
For those of us who are competitive, okay? Competitive people in general, right? You want to be top of the leaderboard in a public lobby. You want to be able to go into pugs and be one of the first draft picks or whatever it is. You want to have good clips in your Discord. As soon as you put on some sort of cheat, let's say you start something really simple like 10% slowdowns in an aim trainer or a soft aimbot where you still need to do, most of the FOV turning and it's just some small, very small FOV that it'll lock onto. As soon as you start doing that, you have now set the bar for yourself. Because what are we when we're competitive? We're competing against ourselves, right?
Yeah.
We are the ones who want to see ourselves at the top of the leaderboard. So as soon as you do that, it's a slippery slope into never coming out of that because you've now set the bar for yourself. Now, if you play one day without those cheats, you're going to be disappointed in yourself. You're not going to have fun. You're going to turn the cheats back on. So when I'm saying,
I don't think he's necessarily a bad person either.
yeah, his heart
This
is
doesn't
in the right
translate to being a bad
place because he has an informational channel, and he has. If you're a coach, you want to teach people. You want to see people improve.
I have plenty of friends who I'm sure would cheat like this in games. I don't think they're bad people.
Yeah.
It would make bad choices in this area, which is not like the worst area of life to make a bad choice.
Yes.
But I was still massively irritated after I watched this video. And shimmy, it always will be. So
yeah, it still comes down to for me, it's it's a slippery slope. Once you start down this path, I mean,
It's a decently large scale to lie on consistently and like double down on it. So
it becomes like a fabricated whole scheme, and then you like can't escape it, you know? So part of me feels bad that like he, like you said, was a good person and he contributed to the community in a positive way, because there's a lot of toxic AIM people out there, and he can contribute in a positive way. But then to go on and his story is understandable, but it's not okay.
no, not at all.
Okay. Go watch the Viscose video, guys. She apparently cranked this out in a week, she said, and it's really good. I even thought it was cool. She gave in a DM, she gave Shimmy a heads up. This was pretty interesting. Hey Shimmy, I'm going to be upfront. I know you cheated in Aimtrainers. I'm not interested in a debate about it or whatever I know for certain, blah blah blah. This is just a heads up. Video coming out in a couple days. Imagine you'll get harassed and hate for it. It might be far worse than the COD stuff. No matter how hard I try to dissuade people, she does dissuade people. So same thing on this pod, guys. Don't go flaming his DMs. I'm
No,
sure
no.
I don't think you're going to add anything to the conversation. Maybe roast your friends who are paying for an aim coach. Yeah, leave a comment if you pay for an aim coach and tell us how that experience is. I think it's ridiculous, but maybe, I don't know, if I was a pro, would I? Maybe I would. Shimmy says, RIP, it's already over. I appreciate you told me in advance. Okay.
What a logical response. Like, yeah.
Yep, at least he's owning it. It's funny, there are some people who like double down on things. Apparently he like deleted a bunch of his YouTube videos too. The shimmy
Yeah.
tactic or whatever it was. Okay, let's go on to, so we're already in Reddit recap, but let's go to our next Reddit recap topic. That was a pretty good one. House of Glass. So we react to people's collections, right? What's your reaction to this?
There's just too many anime babes. But like they're probably good glass pads. I don't know. They're said to be fast. This is a lot of money as well.
Yeah, so enlighten me here. Are these all different textures, or is it the same pad, different colorways?
I don't actually know. I think they're different textures because there's a Casmi, like a dark Casmi. There's a Hana, whatever it is. I'm not sure what the bottom right side one is.
Okay.
The other two are Tekisai. They might all be Tekisai. Tekusi.
Yeah,
Glassworks. Yeah.
Yeah, my unpopular opinion is I don't like anime pads. I don't like anime mice.
The
But
other three options for this pad that I had with the skeleton had like boobs or like other random like anime chick, and I just had to go with this one even though I don't really like the art. So
yeah, we'll go to that. But my take is I actually sort of understand the people who collect it, like for the art. You have to not think of it as collecting peripherals. You have to think of it as collecting art. Is it dumb? Yes. Do I understand it? Yes.
yeah,
No different
fair
than people who have artwork on their walls, or like, anyway, the owepowe. Yeah, they're
whatever it
pads.
is. Yeah.
Mouse pad WGR. They have 4 here.
These aren't like
Yeah, I would take,
bad as far as they go, but like
it's an aesthetic. It's kind of
I talked myself into every single one of the pads at one point, and then just went with the safe one.
yeah. I don't think I'd take any of the, if I had to take one of the girl ones.
Top
I'd-
left, probably.
Yeah,
for
I
me.
agree.
There's there's like some boobs there, but they're not like super exposed. I don't know. The
Yeah.
bubblegum one just
But let's go to, they had the B series. Out of all the pads, the summer camp one.
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
I like the cute
I'm a
bear.
man. Mhm.
Nobody gives a shit. Summer camp, are you coming? I kind of like that.
It's not bad. Yeah.
Okay. Next topic. Speaking of Reddit recap, but dude, this post blew up. I went to bed last night. This post had like 40 upvotes, and I was like, oh, another
Over 1K.
1.1K. This thing skyrocketed. skyrocketed today.
Oh,
Daz, let's react to it. As you, as the AliExpress, and me to some extent, mouse nerds, what do we think? How do we rate his tier list? I would give his tier list an A here.
I'm taking it in still. The G23 Pro is too low.
G23 Pro is
B? Like it's not it's not B
B.
tier.
G23 Pro, it's heavy.
I've learned from all of my videos there is a large segment of people who want the GPX shape, don't mind the weight, and want to be able to hot swap switches. So
Interesting. Yeah, I mean they even
Yeah.
sell on Amazon like $15 the little ribbon cable module to swap your
yeah,
GPX switches.
the R1 and A.
R1. Okay.
M900
Let's
Pro
just-
should not be an S tier.
Let's
Sorry.
let's talk through this. Maybe like you want to go top down.
Sure.
So
Yes.
Scyrox and S Plus. Wait, first of all, I want to say I even commented this, his lowest tier is C, and I'm glad he did that because I don't think any of the mice in this list at all are a bad buy. No, not really. I mean, I think the VT3 Pro is probably my least favorite here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Scyrox and S tier, I really like Scyrox. I think they're the benchmark, so I pretty much agree with that. I wouldn't, if they got bumped down one, that's fine too. ZPW is Alpin. Yes. Agreed. ATK F1, I would agree. ATK X1, yep, I'd agree there. And IPI Float. Personally, I would maybe bump this one down because I'm an Omron optical lover, but I'm okay with
That's
it.
S plus for me. Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Next tier, Attack Shark R3, too pricey. Get the IPI Float. I would bump this down just for price. Mad
I
R,
agree.
I think this could go
Up.
up.
The S plus.
The Attack Shark should be on the same level as the IPI.
E-waste.
M900 Pro Ultra.
That's too high.
The Mini
The
I rather
Mini.
like. The Mini would
Yeah.
I would go either A or S. I
Yeah.
haven't tried the full size.
I haven't either, but I don't think it's S. The Z1 I don't think is S tier. I don't know. My QC was mid.
Really,
I
my
gave it a
QC is
bad
good. It's just a kind of a big awkward ergo. I prefer the Death Adder shape.
My QC is I had your copy, so I guess our opinions are differing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't like the clicks on it at
I
all.
would go like A for it.
Flex. Yeah.
The MCHOSE A7, I would keep an S, and I'd put the A9, the ATK A9 into S plus, right?
They're like interchangeable, depending on
I
what
think
you
so.
want.
The A9 comes with like extra skates, and from when I tried it at your place, middle mouse felt nicer.
I like it more.
Yeah.
People are very opinionated on it, oddly.
Well, whatever. Get whatever's cheaper, probably. They're both.
But yeah, this is generally all correct here, beside the like
Yeah, so
couple
far,
nice.
no cardinal sins. Okay.
pretty good.
VGN F1 Pro. So this is the Dragonfly. I don't think this is that great by modern standards. It's too pricey. It's like $60.
I've never used it. Yeah.
It's an awkward shape. It's like a tall hourglass. Think of James Donkey, but taller. And small side. I don't know. VXC Dragonfly R1. This, for the price alone, should go S plus.
I agree. The options across the like spectrum of it's S plus.
Z2 Mini. I haven't tried.
I haven't either. It
Oh.
may be S. I
Okay.
did the Z2.
Where would you put the Z2? Is that on here? No.
S if you like the shape, but probably A.
Okay. Zaopin Z1. This one is, I think, good in A. I think it could go to S if you're an egg enjoyer because you can battery swap this and it gets it real light. QC on this is good. Weight's good. Scroll wheel's good. Buttons are good.
Same exact thing for the Z2. Yeah.
The Fantech Area. I haven't tried one, but I think
I think this is correct.
good.
Yeah.
The
Where's
IYX
this?
Amber
Oh,
35.
I never had
so
this.
I have this. It's a similar shape to the Aula SC 800 that you had. Better QC. Still feels too light. I think
Okay.
this is a good spot for it. G23 you said higher.
It's at least A.
At least A. But I mean, okay, if one of these are an S, would you put this in the same tier as these?
See, if you don't mind the weight, every other thing about the G23 Pro was the best of all those mice.
Okay.
I just bumped it down because of the weight.
So G23 V2 that has a lower weight, better coating and such. That's
To me, is S plus.
Oh dang. Mine got canceled. I'm sad.
Oh no.
I got
Yeah.
it for $25, dude, after Rakuten. Helios 2 Pro, higher? A? I think A.
Pro S would be A. Pro is B.
Okay. And
The
then
Pro S made a lot of improvements. Yeah.
and then the last here, VT3 Pro. This is,
I just don't like this mouse. That's correct. Yeah.
yeah, it's heavy. It's kind of pricey. VT1 I haven't tried.
Neither have I.
Maybe that's more like B tier because I think it's an update.
I think the A5 is too low here.
Yeah, I
don't know.
think so too. The MCHOSE A5, it's heavy by modern standards because it's like 58 grams with a 500 milliamp hour battery. But dude, it's a solid. If you want a GPX Mini, I don't think there's any other option, right? Yeah, it's mechanical
Give me a
switches.
V2 as well.
The V2 is, what is it? A sensor update?
54 grams.
MCU update? It's nothing
Oh,
revolutionary.
no, it's not. It's
Yeah.
not a bad. It's not like C is like teetering on a bad mouse.
Yeah, I would put B. If you're a fan of the shape, it could very well be A.
And then odd choice of picture for the deluxe mouse here.
Yeah, Deluxe M800 Ultra. I'm a
It's
fan
not
of
descriptive.
mine. Yeah, I'm a
I
fan
think
of
C is
mine.
too low, based on what people have said to me.
Yeah, it is kind of older. Like the sides, the buttons don't have the nice little ridge here. They do go all the way over like your final mouse, but I don't know. At the same time, just get a used Razer Viper V2 for the same price.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
I got one for 60 like a year ago. So
so editor's note, he does say he's omitting some of the lower, more cost-effective things like Attack Shark and Ajaz. I'm glad he
Yeah.
did that. There were a bunch of comments about look at this dude's
it's a
write-up.
great post.
What a
Yeah, it's a
great
good post.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
L7 would go S plus for me.
hmm
Skates are the only ding I really have against it, and they're still not bad. They're just, yeah. And
There's a like nuance to this is if you're considering price, then it might change.
yes, I think this
Based
should
purely on the mouse
consider
alone.
price. I think you should always consider price.
That's why the R1's way too low then. Yeah.
And the R3 should be. This is too expensive. The
Mhm.
the IPI is better. Apparently there's an IPI new carbon fiber mouse that's coming out too.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I couldn't get a source for it. Let's move on. Next thing, should I open a lightweight battery storefront? Yeah, I don't know. This is something I've played
Probably.
around with. I don't think there's enough money in it. So, oh, I don't have the eBay list. So, okay, I could buy 100 pieces of a 150 milliamp hour battery for, okay, so after coupons, this ends up being like $1 per battery. How much could I sell them for? The thing is, once you ship this, I'm going to ship it and it's going to be like $4 or $5 to ship it. Then my material cost is $2. So now I'm in for $7. And I think you can even buy these eBay 150 milliamp hour JST battery. My doggy came in here. Okay, so here you can buy these with $3 shipping, $8 here. So you're going to pay like 11, 12 bucks for this for 2 pieces, okay? So like you're going to pay 12 bucks for 2. My cost if I were to make one would be for 2 would be $7. So I'd be profiting $5. For me to do 2 of these, it would take, I don't know, 30 minutes. It ain't worth it. $5 for 30 minutes of work, not to mention all the like listing and customer problems and returns.
Mhm.
Not happening. Yeah. Okay, I guess that was much of a topic. Here is actually a pretty meaty topic, Daz. Unpopular opinion, just replace the switches. You know it's a controversial post when it has 0 upvotes and 69 comments. So
Perfect.
Stick Stroker says, I don't get why a community that obsesses over the smallest mouse details is so quick to write off an entire mouse because of stock switches. We complain, blame the manufacturer, toss the mouse in the e-waste bin, and then drop another $175 on a new one. Don't do that. Replace the switches. Speaking from experience, spin outs, just tape the sensor, wobbly scroll wheel, $5, replace it. Even the budget Chinese clones aren't worth it. If something breaks, I can, fix it for under the cost of a new one. So yeah, this guy got ratioed super hard, and I want to go over my take. I'm gonna read So Daz, I wanna do something with you here. I'm gonna read Cam Vinci's take, and then I want you to guess what you think my take is, and then I'm gonna guess what your take is, because you and I I'm much more of the modder, and you're much more
Yes.
the reviewer.
Yeah.
So, Kim Vinci says, I'm a hardcore mouse modder, or whatever that means. I love that. The dude's in our Discord too. I love the Cam.
Yeah, he's great.
But man, asking the average person to solder, figure out how to fix pre-travel, blah, blah, it's a bit too much. I also cringe when people complain about double clicking since I mod my mouse to be hop swappable, and I change my switches like I changed my son's diapers. LMAO. But I wouldn't recommend doing it since the risk of frying up the PCB is high. Okay, that was the top upvoted. So, you want to guess what my take is first, or you want me to guess yours first?
I mean, your take is probably just agrees with the posts. Just replace the switches because it's so easy for you. Then you do it often.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe you're leaning a little bit more towards what Cam was saying because he makes good points.
Yeah. So for my take, I'll read mine, then I'll do yours. I want to start by saying I wholeheartedly share your sentiment, but don't be elitist. Not everyone is wired this way. For most, it's easier to Amazon Prime another $125 for a new Death Adder V3 Pro instead of
I'm dumb. I read this entire comment earlier. Go ahead.
yeah, swapping out its a faulty encoder. Of course, for this guy and I, encoder swapping is objectively easier than what the easy just buy a new one is, because to earn that $125 at work, brother, I would much rather swap in an encoder than $125. Then I go on to say, kind of more abstractly, acquiring life skills is, in good general, whether that's soldering, fixing cars, home repair, communicating effectively, is going to make you a more effective, reliable person. You'll be less stressed. I don't think anyone disagrees with that. But this guy's sounding kind of elitist. It's up to so I say it's up to us to teach our skills to others while remembering that what's easy for us isn't easy for other people. I have the equipment. I have a soldering iron back there. I've taken apart probably, I don't know, somewhere between like 300 to like 800 mice in my time. So like I've gone through all the do's and don'ts.
Yeah. Yep.
Something like peeling off skates, where like a lot of people are just worried about that they're going to crease their skates. For me, that's not an issue. But yeah, that's fair to
That's
have.
more OCD thing, but yeah.
So yeah, I say, if people instead want to spend their time doing other things, playing video games, hanging out with their friends, sleeping, that's up to them. You can't fault them for that. I still think it's our job to encourage people to mod and to try new things, because I think that's an important thing to do. But you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I upvote every mouse mod on here. Shitty Dremel mods and elegant 3D prints alike. These are way more interesting than the dime a dozen found my endgame picture posts. But look at what gets upvoted, and you'll see that we're the minority. That's my take.
Yeah.
So I think I'm a little bit more nuanced than just swap the switches. I do think it's an important thing that okay, Joe, who's watching the podcast right now, I'm talking to you. If you have considered like maybe I should get a soldering iron to try those new Huano, just do it, dude. Just do it. I use a $30 soldering station from Amazon. Just do it.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you try it and you're like, yeah, I can't get it to work. You tried. Okay. Now for your take, Dazz, I'm guessing your take is one thing is going to be, as a reviewer, you shouldn't have to fix somebody's bad mouse like it has pre-travel or creak or something. You shouldn't have to tape mod that or fulcrum bend it or something. That should be on the user. You should review things as they are delivered. But I also think that I think you do appreciate the modders, and you appreciate like customizing, because there's so many choices nowadays. But I think that's a double-edged sword. With so many choices, it's also not fully necessary this day and age.
Yeah, those things are definitely both true. And then the reason I don't do it is I rarely have time or space these days. Like to set up like a soldering iron, it'd have to be like in my basement.
Yeah,
it would be fine, but like I don't know. I have no desire to do it.
I heard a quote once that we vote with our dollars. When we spend money on something, we're voting with our dollars. I think you can extend that to time too.
Oh yeah.
It's a pretty jerk move if you're like, why don't you learn soldering if you're all into these different switches? Learn soldering instead of spending time with your family or your friend. Like,
but I definitely respect the modders. It's cool. Yeah.
But
I'll crack them also up and switch skates out. Like I need to get some adhesive to do more battery modding and stuff. But
Yeah.
which is just probably just like 3M tape or something.
Yeah, I can give you a roll, dude. I actually got some from AliExpress, and it's really good stuff. It's like a Scotch knockoff.
Okay.
It actually
Yeah,
has
great,
a
yeah.
Scotch brand. But I do want to go over just so this post got a ton of comments because some of it's like even hate, like people being like this. Yeah, well, this guy's kind of you're part of the problem. This guy's kind of elitist, and like I know to my response, he said, "Well said. Real men agrees with you." So like it being it's masculine knowing how to solder. I don't know. It's a weird take, but I did just go to modding discussion here, and Mr. LKL or something on on our Discord here had some good takes.
hmm
He said cost of entry is the biggest reason why he sees people not getting into it. Learning to solder on a dirt cheap soldering iron is not the best experience. I don't fully disagree with I don't fully agree with that. I sold a good soldering station, Japanese one for a cheap one.
hmm
I've been rocking that ever since. Um, and I do think that there can be a catalyst event that gets you into something. So that makes the barrier to entry, the cost of entry worthwhile. I gave an example of like I wasn't really into cars. I never thought I was going to be. And then I was
Yeah.
driving home one day, my car went into limp mode. It got stuck in third gear. It was an automatic, and I had to just like drive it home, and it like wouldn't go out of third gear. Um, Shop quoted, maybe it was a bad transmission control module. Shop diagnosed it. They quoted like $2,200 to fix it. I was a poor college kid at the time. Instead, I took to the forums, eBay, found a new control module. It was $450. The guy said if I shipped him back my old core unit, probably because he refurbishes, he would give me $150 back. So it'd be a $300 charge basically. I ended up watching YouTube videos on how to swap it in. Boom, saved myself $1,900.
Crazy. Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, yes, it took time out of my life. It absolutely did. But so would like trying to get $1,900. I mean, imagine $1,900 invested back in when I was
Oh no.
20
Yeah.
years old. What that would be when I would retire. Like that would literally have an impact on how soon I would be able to retire. So if you want to talk about like time, I don't want to invest the time into it. Um, yeah. Not to mention, it's just a good life skill to have. But see, I think here's the discussion question I have for you, Daz. Why was this such an inflammatory topic? Why are people getting so defensive about like you threw away the whole car just to change the tires just because the tires weren't good? What's wrong with you? Why did this strike a nerve?
People are offended when they can't do something themselves and someone else can. Like they
Maybe.
feel inferior potentially.
Yeah.
I can even see myself feeling that way, depending on what the topic was. Yeah.
So you pretty much hit the nail on that. That's what I was gonna say. How do you just in life in general, not just mice but other things, how do you go about being capable of something and wanting to share it with other people without like being elitist or seeming entitled or like, oh, it's so easy for you, but it's not easy for me.
Mm.
My
It's nuanced. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot in like tone and phrasing and body language, even in person.
Yeah.
Can go a long way.
Yeah. So I just go back to my philosophy where I think it's up to those of us who know. Up to those of us who know or who, seek to know. Like I didn't just know how to solder, wake up one day.
Right.
I have burned a lot of PCBs. I have
Yeah.
ruined some good mice. But it's up to those of us who have gone through those trials to encourage and teach others who are on the fence. And respect them when they say, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good. I wanted a little bit of philosophy in this week's podcast. Yeah, and for what it's worth, my soldering iron was $33. Desoldering pump is, do some math for me here, Daz. $33 for the soldering station. Here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Desoldering pump is about $5. Lead-free solder is about $5. Helping hands, probably like $10. Yeah, get one of these cheap ones. Helping hands. And some switches. I don't know. Let's spend $10 on switches from AliExpress.
So you're at $63.
$63 cost of entry.
About what you spend on one mouse from AliExpress, give or take 10, 15. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess I just want to say to people out there, if you got questions, join our Discord. I'd be more than willing to help you out. I have videos on how to solder. I'll live stream with you on how to solder if you got questions. Because I think it's probably going to be more so the time that's the sticking point, not so much the cost. But people are different, so who knows? Okay. I think I'm not going to doom scroll. We are an hour 15 in. Actually, we're at a pretty good pace. Hour 15.
And I'm pretty tired.
Okay.
Oof, you seem more energetic this week.
I am. I'm sorry. Like I was excited for MouseCast today. I put together some topics. I was very excited for some of these.
No, it's a good list. Yeah.
Yeah, last week we were a little tired. That's okay, Daz. We'll go on
I
to
didn't even
one.
fall asleep till 2 o'clock and got up at 6:30. So there's your explanation. So
Oh no, really? You have to get up at 6:30 tomorrow?
no. So I had 7, but I got 4.5 hours of sleep last night, and then I had a meeting from 9 to 4 o'clock today. 0 minutes of break.
Whoa, that's frustrating.
That was exhausting. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay, well, talking about personal things, personal ramblings, Daz.
yeah. Anyway,
YouTube. You don't have any YouTube things. Oh, why don't you kick us off? What are we talking about?
yeah. I made. I think the G23 video came out when this episode released last week. V2. It's done well. People liked it. It's a good mouse. I was excited about it.
By the way,
I just did about. Oh, go ahead.
sorry, off topic. When you Google search IPI float mouse review, your YouTube video is the first result.
Nice.
Same thing
Take
goes
that, Boardsy.
yeah, I think same thing goes for I think the Ueden or the A9. Anyway,
I think there's a handful. Yeah.
sorry.
I made some shorts as well. I've just been pushing shorts. I made that cable short. Kind of funny. The short itself wasn't funny, but the fact that it was made is kind of funny. But
Lol. Dude, it has
I
a
got
box.
I got a comment hating on it because the lightning is the default, so then you always have to have the lightning pushed down and in the way when you're using like USB-C, which is valid. But I have a bunch of iPhones and stuff, so
That's
it's actually very, very high quality.
monster cable, dude.
Yeah,
You could strangle
Like
someone
the-
with that.
you could get to work, fix my use case that I wanted to use it for today. So good stuff.
If you absolutely don't even own a lightning connector, you think you could like pop that off and like rip it off?
You probably could rip it off, but you could cut it off easily. Just like stick it with
Plastic?
some like. No, it's like metal of some sort.
Okay. Huh.
Yeah, if they wanted to go for it, they could just offer different variants that had lightning on top and bottom. I guess I don't know.
Okay.
Wasn't expecting that comment.
Yeah. Dude, I was actually really excited for this. This was like an insta click for me because I have one.
So this one's interesting. It's not doing really well view-wise, but it has the highest retention rate I've ever had in a short, like 90% click rate, which is absurd, like really good. So I don't know if it's going to pop off eventually or if it'll just, like, no one knows about this mouse.
So that's my thought is low view count because people aren't searching for it because it's unknown. High retention because those who do search for it, you're early.
Like 89%, like I've never seen that number before for like how many people engage with it. Yeah, it's interesting. The mouse is like pretty darn good out of 10, which is good enough for a desk zone right now. So
The bottom view scared me. The bottom makes it look like it's a cheap, just Ajaz factory mouse.
but the rest of it's good enough.
Really?
Yeah. And the battery is exactly the same as the Lingba battery. I don't know if they're interchangeable yet. I haven't tested it, but I would assume they are because
Okay.
it's the same connector.
Yeah. Well, no split skates. I'm glad they at least didn't do that.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm not going to tease a bunch of stuff coming up because I have like literally 11 billion different things coming in and not nearly enough time to review it. Like 6 keyboards in flight and like 4 mic and IEM, and it's just too much.
Well, with how
I
busy
can't say that.
you're going to be
'Cause it's
the
all good
next
stuff.
week,
Yeah.
if people are DMing you or whatever in the Discord, feel free to just be like, @manphalanges, can you answer this?
Yeah. Right.
If it's something I can help with.
It wouldn't be a problem if I wasn't going to be out of town for 4 days with zero access to editing or recording.
Yeah. Oh, you could do a vlog, live stream,
Yeah.
IRL stream.
From deep South Ohio.
Yeah. And then I thought was there another thing I
You,
wanted to ask about?
you have a topic about something, but
Review ethics. Did you want to go into this, or we can save it for another week?
no, we can save it then. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Next topic then is setup pictures. This is one our Discord members, I don't know, they were kind of excited for this. So, y'all,
Yeah.
we asked people for setup pictures posted to our Discord, and we're gonna roast them, react to them. I don't know, Daz. Um, but let's start with our setups.
Yeah, mine's not quite complete, but I felt like I needed to share it. So
All right, let's start with yours then, huh? We got dual monitors.
yeah, I didn't have a chance to manage the cables behind the monitors yet, which is like a 10-minute task, 5-minute task, 2-minute task, whatever you
No,
want to
this
call it.
looks clean, dude.
It's the best cable management I've ever done by like a mile.
You got one of these. I got one of these from Vine. Oh, that was the other thing. Do we want to talk about Vine?
I don't know. You would know better.
Well, we just can't say anything that's confidential, but we can like say that we're Vine voice. I don't know.
I got into Vine
Yay!
randomly. It happened. Yeah. 3 reviews on Amazon and I got in. So those who are trying to get in, you can kill me.
Yeah, just for people who don't know, Amazon Vine is a review program. You get products. Like if you click on a random, if I just go to a random product here, I wonder if there's going to be any Vine reviews. Nope. So you'll sometimes see green text that says that this is reviewed by a Vine voice. That's what they call us. I've been in Vine since summer 2022, something like that. We get the products technically for free. We have like a portal that we request them on, and we have to pay income tax on them. Like if I requested this $28 soldering iron, the U.S. government, would see that as I earned $28 worth of income in the form of an item. So then I would pay income tax on that. And yeah, there's some confidentiality, like we can't talk about unreleased products. We can't show like the UI that we use to request things through. But I think it's safe to talk in general terms. It's a really cool thing. The big question that everyone is probably has on their mind is, I want free crap from Amazon. How do I sign up? No one really knows. If you visit r/Amazon Vine, the subreddit, which is all public information, the general idea is if you have reviews with lots of thumbs up on Amazon, that's a key indicator. And also, my opinion, I think they look that you have you have a long history, that you're an active Amazon shopper. You're not just a, browse.
I shop quite a bit on Amazon, so yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, hopefully this means what does this mean for you, Daz, for your channel and such?
Hoping to see some mice. I mean, I got the one mouse today. Hoping to see some like maybe early access stuff. I've heard that it's gone downhill a bit from what it was a couple years ago as far as getting stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can also see my jank as heck lighting situation here. There's also one behind my left-hand monitor as we speak right now. I just have nowhere good to put them with how tall these are.
Yeah.
That circular thing on the left-hand side there, the far left side of the desk, is a metal IEM case, all the way left.
Oh. Whoa. It looks like the thing you use for crushing herbs or drugs.
Yeah, it's like legitimately like a full metal like jar that screws off. It's ridiculous.
Oh, that sounds nice. Hold that up to the mic, dude. Oh, it doesn't do it. There we go.
Of course I won't do it. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it sounds like a camera lens being screwed on.
7 hertz timeless 2.
Okay.
Very nice IEM.
So my reaction to some questions. Do you ever game within the standing position?
I tried it earlier and I was like 80% capacity for aim, so
okay. This light is that only when recording?
Yeah.
Do you have it on right now?
I do, yes.
Okay. And how about mice setup right now on your desk? So you have this is the ACU, right?
Yep.
Okay. And you have a Sentinel.
Also, that's not how my IEMs usually look. I have a cable that runs around the bottom, because if I had my IEMs like that, they would go over top of the mouse pad and I'd lose my mind. Anyway.
Terrible. ATK X1, Viper Sentinels, SC900s, Alpin ZPW, can't tell, Can't tell G23 V2.
Orbital ES21 and M9.
Oh, your M9's in white. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, yeah, solid setup. You got the monitor arms, you got big old speakers, that's very nice. Gaming on a 27-inch, and then your secondary is ultra wide. That's
34-inch ultra wide. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
how I always have it. Browser split with Discord. Yeah,
yeah. So this used to be your main, right?
144 hertz. Yeah,
Okay.
it
Yeah,
was fine.
that'd be a choice to. Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It's a weird choice, like in terms of cost, to be a secondary monitor, but if you already have it,
And I bought these speakers with this setup change. Edifier, like 1700 BT or something, or 1700. I don't know.
Bluetooth. Yeah, I do the same thing. I got bookshelf speakers, so yeah, good. It's a good setup. It's good, clean setup. Yeah, and then you
Got
got your
the
work deck.
rainbow fans because I'm lazy.
I think that's fine. I don't. People hate on it. I think it's fine. For me, I just want to know if my computer's on.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm also going to take. You can see my left-hand standing desk for work is plugged in underneath this desk right now. That'll change in the future. It'll look mildly cleaner. But
okay, let's go through mine. You've been over to my house once, right?
2 or 3 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I got my bookshelves with all my crap. I have my mouse collections. This is funny. So the original photo that I posted to this was I had just hung these up, so it's real nice and clean. Dual monitors, MCHOSE Pad X1 here. Got my plant, Star Wars. My speakers are up here. They used to be down here, but I like having the extra space. It doesn't really affect sound quality. But yeah, so I was like, I memed and I was like, hey, I got space for 72 more mice. What do I get, guys? And bro, I haven't even had my summer sale
Things
from
have escalated
AliExpress
quickly.
come in.
Yeah.
I just had stuff sitting around. So some of this stuff I'm gonna be selling, like my glorious mice here are for sale, but yeah,
I
I
see a
got
Strider in there. Board Z.
Strider, ROM, yeah. There's gonna be a lot that you won't recognize because like I painted my Prime Mini. There's my glossy one that I showed off. So this is a 32-inch monitor. I used to game on 32-inch. It is nice for a secondary monitor because I keep it farther away, and I kind of use it as a TV. So I work. I have extra bonus photos. Here's where the soldering happens and such. So I'll like put something on TV here and listen to it or watch it. Yeah, my desk here. I have all my bins, soldering iron, hot glue. Really good lighting is important. Cutting mat, of course. Paper towels, tape, and scissors for all the eBay shipping that I do. Oh man, this is a deep cut.
See, I just have a 70-inch television.
Yes, you have a good setup. You like sports too, so that
I do.
works. That is a good set. I got a fan here, bro. You cannot underestimate the importance, bro. Get yourself a fan. Little $5 USB
It does help
AliExpress.
quite a bit.
It
yeah.
does.
It didn't fully solve the humidity problem with cloth, but it really helped it.
Yeah, I got mine going. Mine's going right now.
If you combine like rotating your pad with the fan, you can pretty much last throughout any humidity.
Yeah. So I actually built all these bookshelves. I got my Lego Star Wars old keyboards, this Borderlands wraparound poster, some books, and then this side is my wife's side. So she's got plants, wedding photos. She's got, what are these things called again?
Pop
Tarts. She's got the Pokemon Pop.
I can't.
Pop rocks.
I'm trying to hard blank on this. Jeez.
What are the Labubu boxes? I don't even know what those are, but they're popping off. And she loves koalas. Yeah, this is
literally just pops. Yeah, pop figures. Funko Pops. There we go.
Funko Pop Tarts. I have my wife here. Some old work
Can you
stuff.
escape?
RuneScape. What?
Was she trying to escape the room?
Oh, she is
Before
trying
you
to
took a
escape.
picture?
Yes, I took a whole
Yeah.
bunch of pictures, and she was trying to cover up her messy desk that she never used. I just pile my crap on it. I got all my stuff I need to sell. Speed limit sign. I was unemployed, going on daily walks. Found this, destroyed. I was like, that's an idea. I ran back home, got my car, drove, and I picked this up. I'm so ratchet, but there you go. German Shepherd stuff. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. What do you think of my setup? Oh, yeah. What do you think of my setup? Stream Deck.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I've never tried the monitor above another monitor, with the mouse display right behind you, and the whole setup's very cozy feeling. So
Good. I was going for a cozy, kind of busy vibe though, because I'm still a practical person. They say you can learn a lot about a person by their workspace. My computer is down here, just underneath, sitting on a box. I have another one of those super bright lights right here.
Whereas I like really want to see the PC that I built, so I have it displayed on like a stand. Yeah.
Yeah, I could move it up here. Oh, I do need better pad storage. I used to have my 3D printer here. Also, you can see I
Yep.
made this wood thing and wood
I've
thing.
been to your place 3 times. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad it's cozy. Oh, and then I have these lights going all the way around that are actually make a big difference. Okay. That is a lot on my setup. So now let's try to go through some people. So Glazen says, let's see if we can guess his stuff here. VXE R1 he already said, Darmo Shark M3S, and he said this is a Glorious, I think. This is a Mad Lion 60% with a little strap here. A single monitor on a monitor arm, points for the monitor arm, minus points for like, bro, give yourself some breathing space. Put your computer on the floor or something. This is
It's a little cramped, but it might just be the situation he's in with the desk he has.
Yeah. I do like the lo-fi beats. He's got RGB LEDs
The Pebble
behind.
speakers.
Yeah.
This is like a ballin' budget setup,
It
but
is
like with good quality.
dorm room setup almost.
Maybe.
It's nice though. Bonus points for the monitor arm is a game changer. Like if he didn't have that, he would feel so much more cramped.
Yeah.
Is this a display on his computer case?
This
Or
is a reflection of the lo-fi or the screen.
Well, he
Yeah.
has multiple pictures. Yeah, right up against the window, but blackout curtains. Amen to that, dude. So that was Glazen in Discord. He also has IEMs that I don't care about. Does this mean anything to you?
Tacstar Pro 82 KZ Caster base. I don't know.
Okay.
I think the KZ Caster is like a $40 item, which does not mean anything.
Okay.
I've heard good things. $22. Yeah, great budget item.
All right. Next guy, Dodo. How about you take the reins on this one, Daz?
He's got a mouse and mouse pad, 2 monitors. I can see out his window. I'm trying to figure out where he's at actually.
You're like an AI analyzing it.
There is a floor in this picture. The microphone is very close to the mouse pad. That would bother me a lot. No. The vertical monitor is interesting. I've played back and forth with vertical monitors and determined that I don't like them in the long term. He's got a ring light. So clearly he has a camera at some point that captures his gameplay or his mouse, probably his mouse pad, I would assume. Maybe it's just for like overall streaming. I don't see a camera here
Mouse
though.
cam for sure. Then he probably punches it in.
Oh, there it is. It's kind of like, okay. Yep. Pointing right at the mouse pad.
That's
Is
actually a really good idea, dude. He
Sentinel's
mounted it.
Viper?
It is. Yeah. But
It's not a cheap setup. Nice. Is that the One Air?
though,
What IEM did he list that?
forwarded the
No.
message. PC hardware chat. Fave place, that's all he says.
Okay.
This
It's
is
got good vibes.
how
Over the
haven't
window.
I
That
thought
is
of this?
genius though. Yeah, that's nice.
Bro, I've been like trying to figure out how to do a mouse cam and it's like so awkward. I need to just do that. Dang. Dodo. What else does he have here? Does he have some acid
Cup of water.
reflux?
I sure do.
And he's got his dongle right next to his pad. This is an XL Square 0.
Yes, XXL. Yep.
Yeah, this is cute. He's got a nice little desk.
It's
I
enough.
don't like
I like
being right up against a window.
For like the sun coming in the window. Yeah.
But I do want to say for the vertical monitor, like how I have here, dude, OLED versus not. This, not ideal, guys. If you're wondering about it, not ideal. Looking up is so much less natural than looking over. However, if you have two 32 inches like I do at work, you actually have to physically turn your body. Your neck will get sore.
This the upper monitor reminds me of playing video games at like Toys R Us as a kid or Best Buy.
It does. I did this because of the mouse collection surrounding it.
Yep.
And I am going to keep doing it because for MouseCast, I have our pictures actually when I'm looking at myself here. Now I'm looking at the camera. Myself, camera, so I can look at myself and like make sure I'm not looking like an idiot while somewhat looking at the camera.
Or as you see me looking down the whole time because I'm looking at your little tiny photo at the bottom of Discord.
Yeah. Okay, next setup, we saw Dodo, very good. Thank you so much for submitting that. I guess we should have introed this. Like, I think we'll do this every week. I'll wrap it up at the end. Say that we'll do this every week. This next one was from.
We may not get all setups in a week though because it's getting.
I'll just disable streamer mode. This one was from Show Doge, my very small apartment setup. Is that on an arm?
It's very low to the.
What pad is that?
I don't recall. I'm sure he's talked about it or reviewed it too. And we're just bad people.
InfinityMice?
But
a Red Dragon keyboard.
Oh, it's InfinityMice. Oh, okay.
Bro has his monitor angled, so he might have a little bit of a tilted head when gaming. I don't know. I like having my monitor up higher, but not a whole lot to see here.
Did he post the other setup? Because he clearly has multiples, right?
No, he just
He
has.
said that was his a very small apartment stuff. I thought I saw a different angle. Maybe it was a different angle of this setup. He posted a while back.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so here's a Padsmith pad. Got the ring light for a mouse cam. Oh, he's doing the mouse cam. Okay, we're just dumb boomers.
Yep.
This monitor though, do you have neck problems? I feel like I would. Scyrox right here, maybe,
Because they're looking like this. Yeah,
maybe. This
he
is
said the V8's his favorite mouse. So
okay. Very nice. Yeah, fine stuff. He's got a switch back there. He's
Got
got
the switch.
RGB lights. I'm guessing the lights are on the back of the monitor. And like a faux carbon fiber desk. Yeah, this is nice. IEMs and a wallet, anime girl wallet, mouse bag. I don't know.
you've been judged. No, I'm just kidding. Is that an arm sleeve?
Maybe fold it up. That's a good guess.
Yeah.
And what this is a.
Oh no, the Scyrox V8's but underneath the monitor, right? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, going back to setups, I want to go in order here. So this was posted by Toby. He says, since my desk is so messy, I don't want to upload a photo. Instead, see my current collection. We'll try to guess it. And his current keyboard is on TaxShark X65 Pro HE. Wise Owl OGM Pro Mini. Fabulous Beast X, right?
Mm-hmm.
HTS Ultra. Wait, I don't know this. What is that, Daz? R1 G303.
This is an R1 SE.
Nifter Ergolite. Wow. But this, yeah.
What's the dongle look like? Is it G-Wolf? Transparent?
Yeah, it's definitely G-Wolves. It's that Howdy S.
Is it the hot HS Ultra?
S2. I
Oh,
forgot
hot
about
HS2.
that
I
release.
forgot about that. Yeah. Okay.
The Ultra eclipses it. Okay. Yeah, solid. Nifter Ergolite's an interesting choice to like not have a whole lot of mice. It's a deep cut. Next one from Shouldoge. We already talked about you, brother. You're not getting a second one. Robin Heads, your prep. Just how I like it. Dust beer and some good music. Oh, this is a nice setup. I like this. I like how clean this is.
Got the Scarlet Solo. Let's see what else.
Yeah, Red Dragon keyboard. No, Logitech keyboard.
Is it a planar headset? I can't tell. Maya X.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the pad is.
That looks like an Ergo. Too much side swoop.
Is that Extrafy?
Thorn.
Oh, it is. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Extrafy pad. Is that what I see in the top right corner? I can't even read that. I can't tell.
It does look like Extrafy.
Extrafy. Okay.
Before Cherry acquisition, maybe. And then he has his heater like right here, and then
Same monitor arm I've got.
Computer?
Love that.
like an old computer case.
Similar.
Yep, North Bayou bookcase speakers that are angled upward on nice little mounts. I like that. This is a good clean setup. Yeah. Yeah. He keeps his keyboard close to the edge. Maybe that's pretty normal.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Mine is very much further up. Yeah, he's got an old QCK on the edge there too.
Yeah, I saw that. Needs a good washing. Yeah, we have not seen Spear, an older one, but in daylight.
I like this.
I
like
do
that
too.
stuff.
So first of all, his night photos. I'm glad he did the new photos. So, okay, anime, Japanese. The case is kind of cool. So is the wrist rest. That Zowie pad sure does look good, but here it is in daylight. This is aesthetic, dude. This guy, bro, but
More
not
creative people.
no monitor arm for this. Look at the aesthetic. This is nice. He's got kind of a modern with the clock, the case.
60% keyboard.
Yeah. But no monitor arm for this, brother. That would really complete the look. Some people have these phone stands. I just set my phone down.
The world's most dangerous.
Yeah. This is one of my favorites yet, I think.
I've never understood the phone stand that's not also a charger. Like I just have MagSafe chargers everywhere.
Oh. I just plug my phone in. I don't know, or I just don't charge it, whatever.
Boomer.
Oak. This guy is from actually Star Wars Battlefront.
The picture behind the setup is
I love this, dude.
flex.
There's so much to talk about here. The
Is that a
painting?
tiny Artisan? No, it's just XL, or is it
Yeah, I
a
think that's
medium?
an X. I think that's an XO.
Yeah, okay, keyboard. Yep, okay.
This
You
is
have the
a Rocket
goddamn machete.
Turtle Beach keyboard, right?
HyperX Soulcast is like a $35-$40 mic. It's what I use for work.
Machete.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
Alexa.
I forgot. I put my machete on the floor before I took my picture.
Bro, Oak, why do you have an Alexa right here? You just want the company?
He just needs a friend. Yeah, exactly.
And he's at a Canadian brand
It's
of
emotional support. Yeah.
the
That was the funniest
Parasol.
part of it. What is Family Guard? What is a Family
Parasol.
Guard?
Family Guard keeps them away from your mouse pad. I know. I have to tell my wife not to put packages on my mouse pad. She's like, "You're so weird." I'm like, "But they're dirty."
My wife kept setting this. She would like bring me lunch and put it on my mouse pad. I was like, no, like when I like, because I was like in back to back to back to back meetings, and I was like, hey, can you grab this out of like the air fryer that I made? And I was just like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't put a bottle on there. No.
Yeah. Oh man. And I guess that's it. So, okay.
We did it, fam.
In summary, guys, we could make this. They asked that I make this a recurring section on MouseCast. I don't know if we're going to get enough traction, but maybe every 2, 3, 4 weeks when we have a handful of posts, we'll go over them. So please join our Discord and submit to setup and collections. And Or don't. But still, join our Discord. That's mandatory.
To do it though. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Just wait till we put it behind a paywall, then you'll never know what you missed out on. No.
Dazz goes sellout mode.
You have to give a one mouse offering every month to stay. Okay, I got a couple of minor things and then we can move the heck on. So the first one is guys, for the love of God, okay, I ordered a 4114 Aero Chrome V2 with a defect. Mouse Market, thank you. $30 because it had this cut. Homeboy like tried pulling it out of the box or something and got cut. I don't know, something like that. He glued it back together. You can still feel it on the surface. It's not the end of the world. It's really not that bad. It looks bad on the back here. On the front, you can sort of see it here. This pad, I've been having tracking issues with it. I was actually right before the show taking my Viper V3. It felt kind of weird at work and it felt a little weird in game. Took my Viper V3 Pro, just going back and forth middle of the pad, not going to the edges of the screen, and the cursor would slowly walk, like very, very slowly walk down. I don't know if it's a problem with just tracking over the Chrome head or it's like it looks shiny. It's actually not. It's printed. So
Okay.
the black might seem to track better. I don't know. Maybe it's a spandex like Raiden-like pad. It's not nearly as fast as a Raiden, but instead of being a grid weave, it's like a cross weave. It's kind of unique. It's a good pad, 530 by 490 size. Okay, I spent $30 on it, Dazz. Homeboy shipped it. USPS priority. Why he chose priority, I don't know. He could have done ground advantage, right? It is kind of a big awkward box, but he did ship it in the original box. So I mean, it's a big pad, but it's a pretty flat package. He paid $21.35. It had the little label sticker on it.
Oh my god.
He shipped a pad that was $30 for $21 plus PayPal fees. He probably only got like $6 for this. I feel bad. So this is a PSA, guys. If you sell things on Mouse Market, eBay, whatever, use Pirate Ship, use ShipStation that's integrated with your PayPal. The PayPal one is fantastic. I mean, it's just like literally your labels are all there. So when you do goods and services transactions, and then when you ship it out too, if it's through PayPal, it'll automatically send them an email with tracking, so you don't have to message them tracking. Do not walk into USPS or UPS with the item, be like, box this for me, please, because they will charge you an arm and a leg. This should have been a $10 thing to ship. The next topic is AliExpress seller asks for more money, blacklist them, make a spreadsheet. Yeah, I don't know. This has been a problem now that we've like bought more stuff from AliExpress. So just watch out. Asking for more money. Oh, dude, why do you haven't had this happen? But
No, I
sometimes
haven't. Yeah.
they just won't ship your package, and they'll be like, shipping to your country has gone up. Please purchase 2 of these $1 coupons to make up the difference. And you know they're just extorting you. Bull crap. You and I agreed to the price. That is the contract. That is the deal. When you list something for a price,
Yep.
that is the deal. Yeah, there you go. $3 for increase your order. It's just to me it just screams of a scummy tactic. So I don't know. I just ignore them, and I have had times where they have still shipped it out, but I think most of the time they cancel.
Yeah. There's nothing you can do. It sucks.
I don't know. I would like to create a spreadsheet someday that lists the sellers who do this, because it's major stores, dude. I had a choice seller, 2 choice sellers today cancel. They didn't give an answer. They didn't give a reason. They just canceled. No messages, nothing at all. They just canceled. So I don't know, whatever. Choice sellers too. Usually you're safe with choice. All right. I think that's it, Daz.
Cool.
Hour 45 in, pretty good length episode. And you want to go to bed. I do too. So thank you all.
I do.
So thank you guys all for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, consider subscribing. The reason I say that is because I goofed up like 2 weeks in a row, like on episodes like 3 and 4. So now it's just a thing. Consider subscribing. Share it with your mouse nerds. It's the best way to get the word out. Submit a topic. Leave a comment. Join our Discord. And we'll be back next Friday with another episode.
See you.